Hey guys, thanks for joining. This is Keith with KJE Aquatics. I am early, and that's usually my MO. So, rather be early than late. So, I see 3 people are watching right now, and I appreciate it. So I'll probably wait until the scheduled time, 11:55. I tried to do 12, and it really wouldn't let me. So I did 11:55. But if you can hear me, let me know. Just shout out in the chat. And if you got any questions, definitely holler at me. So again, was at 5, now we're at 3. So can you hear me? Anybody watching, just type something, say it, I hear you. All right, cool. Thanks, John. Thanks, Frank. Anyways, Big Guppy. Not sure I know you, but thanks for joining. Frank, John, I know you guys, customers, and I really appreciate your support. Frank, congratulations on winning the gift card that we gave out last week. So, and with this stream, I can't even see what time it is. So, let me know. Excuse me. Let me know if you can, one of you guys, when it's time to actually start opening the boxes. Hey, Fishymon. Fishymon, you're a cool dude, and it was your birthday, so I probably should have gave you more, but thanks, Fishymon and Vinay and Jeff, and you guys stopped by, and it was really cool seeing you guys at the swap. So order coming, pick a new truck this week. You got to be careful on that truck selection, man. With the friggin' gas prices, oh my gosh. So, John, I drive a Subaru. Not because Mike works for Subaru. I drove a Subaru long before I met Mike. But anyways, I filled up my Subaru Saturday. I drove out to Syracuse, which is actually, well, it's kind of a far ride. But I drove out to Syracuse. I filled up my car, which was close to empty, but not quite empty. And 15-gallon tank cost me $60 to fill up. It really sucked. The gas prices. Oh my gosh! And I won't even get political. Don't even go there. It's just if we go down that road, you piss people off. So I won't even go there. But the gas prices are really, really hurting everybody. So, thanks, Fishymon. Yeah, and again, I'll come back. I'll come down that way again. Fishymon, I'm good friends with Karen. So when she puts on the swap, I actually look forward to it. It's kind of a far ride. It's about 4 hours for us, but coming down there, hanging out with Karen, hanging out with my buddy Mike because he comes over from Jersey, and the group that comes to the swap is really, really good. We made money. Not a ton, my kid ain't gonna go to college on it, but we definitely made money. We stayed down 2 nights, so we come down. Elijah and I came down the night before. We came down on Friday because we don't like to get up early and then have to bust ass and work the same day. We're kind of lazy, so we come down the night before. We stayed in a hotel. We got up at our leisure, went to the swap, set up. Hung out, went and had dinner with Mike and Karen afterwards, and chilled out. Stayed at the hotel again, and then got up Sunday and drove back. So the swap paid, excuse me, the swap paid for our gas, 2 nights in a hotel. We didn't stay in nothing fancy. I guarantee you that. The place was kind of a poop hole, but the staff was nice. so they can't help the facility. But so we paid for that, paid for dinner, paid for a hotel, and come back, and I got to meet a bunch of people, and it was a lot of fun. So, S, what is the item that I sell most of at swaps? It all depends. Like, honestly, every swap is friggin' different, and it's kind of frustrating because if I knew what I was gonna sell at a swap, I would load up on it. Like the previous swap, I didn't bring any pleco caves. Well, I mean, I brought pleco caves. I'm sorry, I brought pleco caves at the previous swap, but I didn't sell any pleco caves. All right, this past swap, I brought just a small selection, and I pretty much sold out. And people were asking me for more, and I was like, fudge. I you know, it's kind of, it's always that way. And it's that way when I get plants. I'm going to get to that. When I get plants, I got a lot of stuff in stock now. You guys can check out our website. And yes, I use YouTube to promote my business. So KJEAquatics.com. So check out our website, KJEAquatics.com. The plants I'm going to unbox, I'm going to let you know right now. I already uploaded the inventory, so got a brain fart. And again, we're live, so I ain't got no script. But anyways, so what's on the website right now should be pretty accurate as far as the live plants and on our dry goods. We sell lots of dry goods. So for you guys that came by the swap, Fisherman, and if anybody did any videos, you see what we got on the table. We sell fish food, we sell water conditioners, we sell filters, we sell not at the swap, but we sell live plants. We actually sell live fish too, not through the website. If you go to our website, you'll see my list of what's available. We breed our own fish, so that's always changing. But anyways, I get on a ramble. Gallon is $6 a gallon. Hold on, I'm just reading this one. Reading the chat. Going to be first-time buyer on the recommendations of Michael Fishroom. First-time buyer. What's up, Philip? And Mike won't steer you wrong, hopefully. Record profits. Yeah, Jerome. Yes, on the gas. These truck from farm animals filled other truck. Yep, 167.35. I'm sorry about that, but anyways. Canasteel Valley Cichlids. Thanks for joining, and thanks for shouting out our website. But yeah. Anyways, enough rambling. I'm looking for my knife, but it's right here. So some of this stuff that's in this box is not on the website. I'll let you know that. I did upload the website. Some of this stuff I kind of brought in locally, and I'll tell you why when I show you. But we did bring in some pond stock, and I picked these up. I picked these plants up probably about 9 o'clock this morning, but I haven't opened them yet. And it was kind of cool because it let me schedule the live stream. It gave me enough time to schedule the live stream. Just, again, we're not YouTubers, but the more the merrier. The more people I have participate, ask questions, watch our products. It's networking. That's the whole thing. The whole thing about getting more business is networking. And YouTube allows us to network. So you have on sale the regular type, the Alishan, the one that I have on sale is the one that's listed. It's the Forte. That's the only formula I have on sale is the Forte. So, and it's actually what I posted. Forte is good for basically, honestly, not even to get in all the details. It's like it's kind of like fucking Metamucil for you. It's gonna clean your fish's gut. It's really good. I don't recommend feeding it every day all the time, but put them on a regiment and feed them several days in a row on it once a month, and it's gonna benefit them. So sorry I used the bad word, but anyways, so with that, I don't have these plants on the website, but I'm going to show them to you because I bought some for myself and I bought some for my local buddy Tommy. But if you really, really want them, I'm going to sell my. I can't sell Tommy's plants, but I'm going to sell mine, and that's the Taro. And these are Taro lemon lime. All right, this is Taro lemon lime. If you guys didn't hear me kind of rant before on another video, we're up in the Northeast. Someone commented that we're Southern Canada. So when the nurseries start selling their pond stock or their pond plant stock, there's other parts of the region that have first crack at it. And where I'm at, I'm one of the last people to get it. I don't have a greenhouse, so I have to order it when the weather conditions, are good. And it's been cold. Now it's warm enough where I can start bringing in more pond stock. But now I'm 3, 4, 5 weeks behind people that are down in the southeast, in the southwest. So it kind of sucks. So a lot of the stuff that I wanted to stock is already sold out for the season. The nurseries only grow so much for the season. That's it. And they're not going to grow anymore because by the time they start growing this Taro Helena right now, if they started growing it more, it's not going to be ready until the fall, and they have no sale for it. So, anyways. So I showed you the Taro lime. This is the Taro Alina. Pretty nice. And again, the Taros are not on my website, but I will sell you. The ones I got for me personally. Taro Alina. This is another. Taro Bikini Nini. Taro Bikini Nini. This is actually pretty nice. I like this one. But if you guys don't know what Taro looks like, just Google it. It gets a nice big elephant ear type plant or type leaf, and looks really, really cool. It's not a hardy plant, so it's not going to overwinter outdoors so much, especially where I live. But you can bring it inside and grow it as a house plant. That's just what I'm just reading what Alishan said. So yeah, you can. Jack me off is my buddy Tommy. If you guys don't know, and Tommy's gonna threaten me with posting some goofy pictures. So don't do it, Tommy. I'm not going to sell your plants, I promise. So I have brought in stuff for my buddy Tommy before, and I've sold it on him. So, anyways, this is another Taro lemon lime. So those are not on the website, but I got to look to see how many and what what variant that Tommy wanted. I promised not to sell Tommy's plants, but I'll sell mine. I don't give a shit. Next up, and these are not on the website, and I'll tell you why. I brought this plant in. I'm gonna show you. Bust these rubber bands because these are going in my tubs. I brought these plants in a couple weeks ago, and I put them on the website, and I had them at a really fair price. Because honestly, the prices I have on everything, I'm not trying to screw anybody. I'm making $1 on it, and you're getting a good product. But this plant right here, it's probably 3 feet tall overall. But this is Corkscrew Rush, and I brought these down to the Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society, the ones I had left in stock, because I originally brought some in. I got a good price on them, and I put them on the website, and I had them at my regular flat rate shipping. And it's not my customer's fault. It's my fault straight up. But when I had to package these, the box size and then the weight, because a lot of my customers, they don't buy just one plant. That'd be great. That's what you get on eBay. So you buy a plant on eBay, but then you got to pay shipping or whatnot. But where I messed up at is, so they bought one of these, and they bought this, and they bought that, and then the box size, and then the weight, and then my flat rate shipping didn't cover nothing. So I had one box where my flat rate shipping, and like I said, this. I'm just telling you how the business is. My flat rate shipping is $9.69 to ship all the goods on the website. But when I boxed all this stuff up, there was one box, and I get good rates with shipping, but there was one box that cost me $26 just to ship. So I learned my lesson. So I took these off the website with the 4-inch pots. So is what it is. My inbound freight when they come in is comes via Southwest Airlines for now. And that's another issue, and I can get into that too, because when I pick these boxes up today, next week, and when I have an order come in, all the staff quit. The guy that's there right now running Albany Airport, he told me his last day is Friday. So I asked him, what is the contingency plan? And he said they don't have one. They didn't hire anybody. So next week, there'll probably be no freight coming in Southwest Airlines to Albany International Airport because they don't have no friggin' staff. So, Pickerel Rush, Alishan, the Pickerel Rush will flower. The Corkscrew Rush, which is this, I don't think flowers. So, but Pickerel Rush will, and I do have some. I have Blue Pickerel Rush. They came in. They don't look so hot right now, so I don't have them on the website. But I have them out in a pond right now, growing out a little bit. Hopefully the leaves come back. And when they do, I'll put them on the website. But anyways, so what else I got here? This is like I forget what this is. Lacrucius Alvinensis. So this is another rush. It's not going to be on the website because this is for me. This is a grass type plant, and it's all tied up. But it's a grass type, like reeds. I don't know why I'm showing you. Let me get stuff I'm going to actually sell to you. So these are all Corkscrew Rush left in here. Like again, these are for me. If you're local though, I will sell you the Corkscrew Rush. I just can't afford to ship it. Man, that shipping kicked my friggin' ass. But anyways, let's get into the next box. And hopefully it's good. If you guys can see this, this fucking box took a hit. So hopefully it's good. But me doing these lives, this is also documentation on what it is from my supplier too. So again, sorry I cussed. I don't mean to. Cursing comes naturally for me. This box is trash, but the plants look alright so far. This big bag here is supposed to be 35 in here. Some of them are already sold, but this is, you pond keepers, if you don't know what it is, this is a water hyacinth. So I should have 35 in here. I really don't know. I'm not going to count them right now. Check your local state laws. On my website, I have a list of states that I will not ship to. So if you put them in your cart and you reside in one of those states, I'm just going to delete it off the order and ship the remainder of the order. So please do some reading, do some research before you order this plant. It is illegal in many, many states. So just check where you reside at. But this is a water hyacinth. Super good plant for your ponds or tubs. But also very fast growing and can be invasive. So, hey Carol, thanks. Victoria, first live stream. Thanks for joining. Daniel, thanks. Hey, y'all lurking at work. All right, cool. Good morning. I'm just scrolling right here. The Nano Aquarium guy. What's up? I keep clicking on you, Alishan. I don't mean to do that. I'm just trying to. I'll set up tubs this week. I have the marginals already outside in their own buckets now for a month. Yes. Marginals and most of your floaters now will do good. That's why I was waiting on getting the floaters, Alishan. Because the weather outlook right now, like, we was hot as F this past weekend. And I know where you're at. It was super, super hot. We were up, over in the 90s in upstate New York over the weekend, and I'm not complaining, but it was fucking hot. And then we had a cold front come through, but the cold front, like last night with the cold front, the lows only got down into the high 50s. So all your floaters should be good. But if you guys can legally keep water hyacinth in your tubs or in your ponds, these will grow super long roots, much longer than this. And just what Alishan mentioned, pretty much all your egg layers are going to utilize these. Also, if you breed either out in your tubs, you can breed anything, honestly, just as long as the water stays warm enough. But live bears, they'll use these to hide in. Even cichlids. You want to do cichlids outside, you can do it. Killifish, any killifish. American flagfish. I did American flagfish 2 years ago, and I guarantee you, it's not like harvesting. I want to say I'll use the word harvesting, fry, collecting fry. I bet you I collected over 1,000 fry out of a 100-gallon tub. I had it loaded with water hyacinth and water lettuce, and they utilize these for laying the eggs in. So that's one of the best, if not the best plant for your ponds, actually, as long as it's legal. All right. Next up is another plant that is pretty much, as far as I know, legal in every state. Because I think it's actually, I want to say it grows naturally in pretty much every state. And then that's Hornwort. So your common everyday Hornwort. This is great in your tubs or your fish tank. All right. It doesn't root, so it will not root. So don't try to plant this in the substrate, because what you plant in the substrate is just going to rot, and then the rest of the plant is going to uproot and excuse me, and float around. Hey, Dee Dee, thanks for joining us. So Hornwort, great in your tubs, ponds, or your fish tanks, and it's a fast grower. It's going to help maintain water quality. That is the gift of Hornwort. So get it for your tank, get it for your tub. It doesn't float on the surface. When I say it's a floater, it floats below the surface for the most part. So you're really not going to see it in your ponds or your tubs until it gets real thick. And then you're going to have to thin it out. So next up is, grab this one. Oh, again, if you guys have not checked out our website, do so at KJEAquatics.com. Simple, KJEAquatics.com. All right. If you want to message us and ask us questions, feel free to contact me on Facebook at KJE Aquatics take that back. Facebook.com/KJE Aquatics. Right? Or if you know my name, you can message me personally. So it's Keith Kalinowski. So you can message me through my personal account. Don't bomb me with a bunch of hocus pocus, please. But if you got questions, legitimate questions, I have no problem answering them, or trying to answer, or giving you a link to the proper answer. Right? But anyways, these are badass. No shit. This is Java Fern, narrow leaf, mats. So you're getting way more than one plant. This is a lot of friggin' plants on one mat. So when you look on the website, you're going to see the price and you're going to be like, oh, that's expensive. But look how many friggin' plants you're getting. Each one of these stems is a plant. So if you want to complain about the price, you can go check someone else's website, because I guarantee you our price is pretty good. But this is Java Fern narrow leaf mat. Right? Really, these are fucking badass. They hooked me up this time. I'm not lying. These are nice. And you got, hold on, I'm going to show you. You see these little roots that are coming off the top? These right here, these are throwing off new plantlets too. So you got a bunch of new plants coming off of these. That's how Java Fern propagate. They'll start throwing off new plants off of the current leaves that are there. So anyways, Java Fern narrow leaf. Let me throw these in the tank. If you didn't hear me say before, thank you guys for coming by, checking me out, playing with weed. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. All right. Next up, what I'm going to pull out of this bag is listed on the website as assorted water lily. All right, hardy. I don't buy the tropical water lily, just for my climate where I live at. These guys, if you got water deep enough for your pond, these for your ponds or your tubs. But if you have a pond deep enough, these guys will overwinter no problem. A pond, when I say a pond, it has to be in the ground. A tub, to me, is above ground. So if you got a 100-gallon, water container sitting on your back porch, that's a tub. If you have a 100-gallon water container that is dug down into the ground, that's a pond. So that is that's my description between, or that's what I say. What the difference is between a pond and a tub. Tub is above ground. A pond is in the ground. So Victoria Lee creates. Do I sell wholesale? I can sell wholesale, but you got to buy a lot, and you got to make it worth my while. And again, if you're wanting to sell online, it doesn't make sense for me to wholesale to you, really, and unless you buy a lot. All right. So, but yeah, I can wholesale. But if you want 1 or 2 plants, there's a whole thing about wholesale and then quantity. So meet me in the backyard. That's my butter, Trevor. What's up, Trev? Nice t-shirt, Trev. These come from Steph's whimsical creations. You can find her on Facebook. Steph does she does a lot of t-shirts. She does coffee mugs, drink glasses. She has more than just fish related goods. Steph has stuff for dogs and cats and whatnot, but find her on Facebook. Steph's whimsical creations on Facebook. She does a lot of shows, arts and craft type events, but yeah, she has some like really cool designs, more than just this. But I've had this shirt well over a year now, so I really like it, and I tell people to suck it all the time. So just drop a few hundred on every visit to all my wholesales. Victoria Lee, yeah, you want to buy wholesale, message me. You can message me on Facebook. Again, my Facebook contact is facebook.com/KJE Aquatics. But yeah, I can sell wholesale. Again, it has to be based on quantity and actually what you're looking for. But I can do wholesale. Looking for advice. Do aquatic plants need fertilizer or minerals? If so, Carol Cox. Again, I'll get back to the plants, but looking for advice on aquatic plants need fertilizers or minerals. Thrive. Carol Cox, Thrive. We sell it. Thrive is the most complete all-in-one fertilizer that you're going to find on the market. We sell Thrive, Thrive S, Thrive C, and Thrive Plus. If you want to message me, I'll give you the details on what each formula is good for that. And then we also we sell Thrive caps. So Thrive caps are root fertilizers. So let me know on that. I am just scrolling, guys. Ian, I'm actually scrolling up because I get busy and then it goes down to the bottom. John Wood, Albany Airport is needing some work, especially American Airlines. Delayed my niece's flight to Grenada to Miami 24 hours, and they bumped her flight out of Miami another 24 hours. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's not just Albany Airport. The whole thing, I have these plants come in, they ship from South Florida via Southwest. So Southwest Airline. My local airport is Albany, New York, but the cargo center that Southwest utilizes is not Southwest employees. They contract labor. And I don't know who those guys are, what the name of their company is, but I always got good service with them. But excuse me, the gentleman that's been working there for the last several years, he had another guy work with him, and then and no, I'm not Mike, so I'm okay. He's okay too, but anyways, I guess they just ain't paying enough, and you can't fault the guy that's been working there for years and he finds another job. You could only fault the company he works for because they don't have a contingency plan. They don't have, the gentleman put in his notice. He actually put in a notice for over a month, and so I don't know what to say. It's just I might have to. The next order that I have coming in next week might have to come into Bradley International, which is Hartford, Connecticut. I might have to drive to Hartford if I get an order in next week. That's if I want to even order it or just wait out, till they get somebody else. So I honestly, next week is up in the air. It's I probably either go to Bradley International, Hartford, Connecticut, or I don't order anything. I can go to Syracuse, but Syracuse is the same where I'm at. From Albany to Hartford is probably closer versus Syracuse. And then Syracuse, I asked my supplier if they ever ship to Syracuse, and Albany's a dead zone for the aquatic hobby. There's 2 local fish stores. One I only recognize, and you could talk to me personally about that. But I only recognize one local fish store in the Albany area. Syracuse, I really don't know what they do because I talked to my supplier and she said she's never shipped anything to Syracuse, so she had no idea. And the supplier I use is not small, so maybe they just don't sell plants in Syracuse. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I got here. So these are pond lilies, all right? And I got a couple different varieties, but they're on the website as assorted. So the first one I got is the Mela. And so I'm going to show you what the flower is going to look like. So it's a pink flower. This is the Mela. All right. And I'm going to show you how they come. I just got to untangle them because I don't want to break them. So give me one momento. But you get a big piece of rhizome, and you're going to get a decent amount. Look at that. That is fucking badass. Right now, this is at least 5-inch diameter. So you get when you get the water lily, you're gonna get this chunk of rhizome right here. Let me get it over here, and then you're gonna get a bunch of the leaves. Super easy plant, except I will tell you, they're very nutrient demanding. So you're going to have to plant this. You can't just float it. You're going to have to plant this in a pot or in the substrate if it's in a pond. But if you do it in the tub, you could just get a pot. What I use, and some people might say it's a little bit too small, but I recycle plastic coffee cans, the big ones, the big like Maxwell House coffee cans. I'll recycle that, wash them out, and I'll use that for a pot. I plant it, or I'll fill it with organic. It's organic dirt you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot, and then I'll cap it with pea gravel. And but I'll put in plant pond fertilizers. We have them on our website too, Aqualife pond fertilizers. So put those in, probably in that size, depending on the pot, but that size pot, what I just described, just one, like maybe once a month. You could probably put maybe 2 once a month, and the fertilizers are going to help. It's going to help your plant grow, definitely. They'll grow. They'll grow no problem without any fertilizers, but they're not going to flourish. They're going to look like poop. You're not going to get flowers. You need the fertilizer in order for these to flower, guaranteed. All right, they need the high phosphates in order for these to flower, and you're only going to get that when you fertilize them. But anyways, this is the mela, and then I'll show you what this flower looks like. This is the Juan Visa. So I got the Juan Visa and the mela, but on my website, as I said, they're listed as assorted. So, but basically, this is what you're gonna get. It's pretty cool, and you could overwinter them so easy, super easy. So if you buy it for your tub, don't worry about the cost of the plant and saying it's a one-time deal for the summer. You could overwinter these and keep them year after year after year. Easy to get the information. Just Google it, how to overwinter hardy water lilies, indoors. There's so much information online that I won't bore you to death, but it's very, very easy to overwinter them. All right. This one right here, people have been bugging the heck out of me. I don't grow this indoors. I only keep it, it's seasonal for me, but you can grow it all year long in your aquarium. But I only keep it seasonal here. And then that's red root floaters. So, and when you get a portion of red root floaters from me, that's probably what you're going to get right there. But you'll see the red roots. It's a floating plant, sort of like duckweed, but it's not duckweed. It's way nicer. You're going to get really nice white flowers off of these. It needs decent light with no flow. So if you have high flow, so if you put in your fish tank and you got power heads blowing water all over the place, or you got oversized HOB, it's your plants aren't gonna like it. So sorry John, I didn't mean to highlight that. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the bottom side of the leaf, Victoria. But the bottom side of the leaf stays red. The top sides of most lilies will be a greenish color. You'll get some. Sometimes you'll get some variegation. The pretty much what determines, from what I know, and it's not a lot, but from what I know, with water lilies, if that's what we're still talking about, what determines the species of it is when it flowers. You're going to get the type of flower. So anyways, you got red root floaters. Next up this is another one that's a super easy floating plant. Just trying to open this so I don't tear the bag up. This is Salvinia Minima. I already know what it is without reading the tag. But Salvinia Minima, I can't fuck with that knot. But anyways, and I'm dropping plantlets all over. Salvinia Minima, another super easy floating plant. Portion size, you'll probably get probably about that much. So you'll get a small handful of Salvinia Minima. This is all going outdoors in the tub as soon as I'm done here. I'm just going to go toss this in the tubs outdoors and let Mr. Sunshine do his thing. And I'll probably hit the tubs with some Thrive fertilizer, and because these are water column feeders, so I'll go fertilize the tubs with Thrive. Hit it with a few pumps. So I'm just reading the chat. Next up, another floater. So I got a lot of floaters. This is Azolla, not Ashola. It's Azolla. So this is a very small leaf. They call it fairy moss. So your portion size is probably going to be about that much. But look this up online, because what I'm showing you does it no justice. But Azolla, it's fairy moss. Under highlight, this is going to turn red. It'll get a reddish color. So Mr. Sunshine is going to make this turn red if you don't have a lot of shade over it. It's going to grow fine in like medium light. Not low light, but medium light. It'll grow fine. It's just if you have it under highlight, it's gonna turn nice reddish color. So this is fairy moss, also known as Azolla. All right. Here's a jungle valve species I've been trying to get more of, and for whatever reason I can't get any, or next day any. But this is jungle vallisneria species red. The red variant is only red under intense high light, but you can see the tips will get a reddish color. So they'll turn like a darker maroon color versus just the plain green down below. But in order to get the reddish color throughout, you're going to need highlight. But these will grow no problem in low light, same as every other vallisneria. They'll grow no issue. This has a wider leaf versus your regular jungle vallisneria. So basically that's the only difference. It's same growing conditions. It's going to grow the same length. It gets very long. This plant will get 6 to 9 foot long easily. All right. So don't put this in a 5-gallon. You could grow it outdoors in your tubs and in your ponds, no problem. Also, again, this is pond season, tub season, so take advantage of it. I love this time of year because I can grow more plants. This time of year, I'm going to put fish out, and I do fish every year that I've never done before. So I use it as kind of an experimental season. I'm also going to do other fish that I know sell well. So I'll maximize my capacity to breed them outdoors. So I'm going to do some swordtails outdoors that I have a high demand on. And I'm going to do some Limia that I have a high demand on. The humpback Limia is very high demand for me. Gadaids, I breed a lot of Gadaids, but if you don't know anything about the Gadaids, just know this. They're all on the CARES list, so I'm reluctant to put my Gadaids outdoors. I get kind of nervous doing that, so... I'm just reading the chat again. My buddy Matt's on here talking to Dee Dee. And now I got Trevor. Trevor's back, and I appreciate you watching, Trev. Trevor ops the Wonder of Cichlids, so check him out. And he also has this barbecue channel. Trev, yell out your barbecue channel again, because I tell you what, Trevor will teach you something about fish, and it'll also teach you something about to cook some badass barbecue. So check out check out them both. He got two going, so check them out. Oh, I'm sorry. Meet me in the backyard. That's Trevor's barbecue channel. So, do I mineralize my tubs, Carol? No, I do not. I hit them on my tubs. I fill them up with tap and let rainwater do the thing, and I hit them with fertilizer. Is all I do. I don't add any other minerals, so I don't add any. I sell Fritz products, and Fritz has a product called Trace. I don't use Trace, so. Anyways, next up is I got two Lilies species here. This one is actually new to me. I never kept this one before. This is Lilies palustris. So this will get very intense red. It stays shorter than Lilies repens, but in order for this to get really red, it needs a proper lighting. But it is a fairly easy plant to grow, even in low tech, with moderate light. It's just going to stay on the greener side. It's not going to get red. But if you want to go high tech, or if you want to put it outdoors, it's gonna turn a nice red color. Yes, live bearers do fine in the lower pH. The fish outdoors, Carol, they're hardy. I'm not BSing. I've done guppies outdoors, no problem. I've done swordtails outdoor, no problem. Swordtails like harder water, yes, but I've done them, no problem. I've done a few different species of limia outdoors, no problem. I've done Liberty mollies outdoors, no problem. So I've done several different live bearers and no issues. All right, so I had Lilies palustris, and now I got Lilies repens. This is probably the most common Lilies. Lilies species red is the common name, but Lilies repens, these guys they'll friggin' kick ass outdoors in your tubs, right? So if you're breeding, everybody wants to do floating plants in their tubs, all right? All your fish don't swim and stay at the surface. They're down below too, so take some Lilies, take some Hornwort, take some Egeria najas, put that in your tub as well. But the Lilies, put this in, hold on, I'm just looking, but put this in one of the 2-inch pots with some rock wool for the season. Put that in there and leave it at the bottom of your tubs or your ponds. You don't even need substrate if you're doing tubs, right? And it's going to explode, and it's going to provide, it's an oxygenator. So Lilies and the other plants I mentioned, Hornwort, Egeria, they're oxygenators. So you don't necessarily need filtration in your tubs as long as you got plants. These are going to provide oxygen. They're going to provide cover for your fry. Man, the benefits the plants overall for your tanks or your tubs or your ponds. There's just endless benefits for plants. Plants are the shit. You need plants, right? Oh. Anyways, I'm passionate about plants. I love plants. Next up, and here's another one. This one kind of, I float it, and it kind of stays floating, and but will grow below the surface a little bit too. But this is Dwarf red stem Parrot. Again, check your local laws. Even this particular species is legal in most states, but it's still on the no-no list with a few states. But this is dwarf red stem parrot. So just double check. I'll tell you the genus of species. Actually, I won't because it's not written here. But dwarf red stem parrot, really nice plant, easy to grow in your tanks too. But if you grow it in your tank, you're gonna need a decent amount of light. But outdoors, you got Mr. Sunshine, and he does miracles. But all right, next up is frog bit, but it's not the frog bit you're talking about. I have it listed on my website as its other common name, called American sponge plant. So check it out, American sponge plant. I actually prefer this versus water hyacinth. It'll fan out, and you'll get a nice lily type leaf also, but it doesn't grow as fast, and it doesn't choke out your tubs or your ponds. Water hyacinth, you're gonna have to thin it out. It's no problem. You can just throw it in the compost pile. Don't throw it in any of your local lakes or rivers or ponds, anything like that. Don't be stupid. But you can throw it out in your compost pile. This won't grow as fast, but you'll get a similar look, but not as fast growth. All right. I actually like it better. Next up, this is an aquarium plant, but again, this time of year, you can grow it outdoors. This is Sagittarius subdolata. We have it on the website. Sagittarius subdolata narrow leaf. So this is narrow leaf, not Sagittarius dwarf. So all right, we're almost done, guys. We actually almost done. Oh, this is what everybody's been waiting for. This is one plant that I have a high demand on, but I've been waiting to get it because of the weather, and I got to be gentle. What I'm going to show you right now actually does no justice to the plant, and you're going to have to look this one up, because looking at this right now, it looks like a bag of shit. Look up the Mosaic Plant. All right. This is the scientific name is Lacrucius celluloides, I believe. But on my website, check out Mosaic, and we got a few in. Most of these are actually sold, so hopefully they look all right, because they've been in the bag. It's kind of hard to tell until I get them out in the water and let them fan out. But this is Mosaic Plant. Okay. And then I have the last one is Hornwort. So this is Bacopa Minera. I always have this one in stock. Not always, but it's a staple. But you could do it indoors and out. So Bacopa Minera, also known as Hornwort. You can float this plant. You don't need to plant it in substrate, but you can. So it's versatile that way. You can also float it. When it's growing at the surface, you're going to get a real pretty, nice little white flower at the surface under higher light conditions. I've never had it flower inside the aquarium, but outdoors in the tubs, I've had it flower numerous times. But anyways, that's what I got, and actually, I think I did okay on time. So I'm right at an hour right now. So the Mosaic is a beautiful plant, guaranteed. I seen Ian's Fish Room mention that, and I'm just scrolling right now. The Mosaics are fascinating. They look like crap until they float. Exactly. So, Carol, yeah, in the bag, they look like a bag of shit. So, because they're all squished up. But when they float and they fan out, and you get some nice lighting on them. They look really cool. If you guys looked at the picture for this stream, that's the Mosaic Plant that's floating on that. So that's the picture of a mosaic there. So okay, again, I'm just scrolling up. Alishan says Tetras, Barbs, Grammys, Danios, Rainbows all do great outdoors. They do. And all your live bears and a numerous amount of cichlids will do well outdoors too. I know people that do angels outdoors, geophagus, different species of geophagus outdoors, all kinds of stuff. So here, if you guys didn't check out my video I posted on Friday, I got in some fish. Check it out. I did a quick live on the fish I got in from the wet spot. I got in some Asian rummy nose, and I got in rhombus barbs. So that's two new I never even messed with before. I know, Alishan, you asked me about the Asian rummy nose. These are all wild, so they're wild stock, not tank bred. So hopefully I got some females in there. So anyways, that's all I got. I don't know if anybody else is streaming at this time. If they were, they can right here. I don't do it intentionally, but when I get plants, this time I actually had a little time. The flight came in early, so I got a call early from the airport. So, and I couldn't make it out there until later on, and so I went ahead and scheduled a live stream. StreamYard allowed me to do it, so maybe it gave you guys a couple minutes heads up. So, but anyways, let me go so you guys can go over and check out Rico. See what you got on the afternoon delight. I don't mean to cut into his time, or you could just bounce back and forth. Is what it is. But anyways, I got to get these plants. I got to get them wet, especially the mosaic. I'm gonna go put it outdoors. I appreciate you guys watching, and remember, if you need any plants here, they're already on the website at KJEAquatics.com. So I had time to give you guys a heads up on the stream, which was cool, and I had time to because I get the packing list emailed to me, I had time to upload the new inventory. So check it out. If you want them shipped this week, get your order in today because I can ship them tomorrow. After tomorrow, if you're regional, I can ship on Wednesday. If you're not regional, they're not going to ship until Saturday or maybe the following Monday. So, peace. Check us out online, kjaquatics.com. Love you guys. Bye.